If your life depends on one paycheck, I want you to hear this because right now I'm learning the hard way what happens when that paycheck isn't guaranteed. And I know so many of you are facing the same struggles in today's economy. Hello, ladies. It's Dion of Dee-Lightful Wealth Creation. Welcome back to my channel. And if you've been following my journey, you know that I have been working hard towards debt freedom, saving and investing, and becoming financially stable. But these last few weeks, they've been tough. My per diem nursing job, which usually gives me full-time hours, started canceling some of my shifts. My income dropped, my confidence was shaken, and honestly, I slipped into a little depression. I stopped posting on YouTube for a while. It's been a couple of weeks actually because I just I felt so discouraged. But here I am pressing forward because I want you to see that setbacks, they don't mean that that's the end. They just mean it's time to find a new way to move forward. So here's my reality. My nursing shifts were canceled multiple times, leaving me with fewer hours than I planned for, which means less money than I had budgeted for the month. I had to dip into my emergency fund just to keep things afloat. And I'm very grateful that I had the emergency fund. And on this channel, I teach a lot about having an emergency fund, even if it's a mini emergency fund to start with. I've talked about that a lot. And I started searching for another nursing job, which would be more stable. But I still plan, even when I get another full-time nursing job, to keep this per diem nursing job as my second stream of income. Now, at the same time, I realized that I couldn't just rely on one paycheck anymore. And a lot of times, I know people say that we shouldn't depend on one paycheck, but a lot of times when we have a profession, we have a tendency to do that. We feel like, oh, this is a secure job because we have a profession. I have a license for what I do. And usually healthcare is recession proof, but I'm sure you've noticed in the media that healthcare is no longer recession proof. So I needed to open my mind to other streams of income. So I started reselling items online where I've been successful with that. I shared that in other videos on Facebook where I made $300 in one day. And so that gave me hope. And I started focusing more on my YouTube channel, my business, because I know that long term, this is part of my bigger vision. Now, what I'm learning through this is that financial freedom, it isn't just about paying off debt. I think I had the wrong, I don't want to say the wrong focus, but I had too much emphasis on just debt payoff. It's also about building security from multiple directions. And that's really what financial freedom is, building multiple streams of income. And here's where my focus is right now. The first is budget reset. So since my income dropped, I reworked my budget immediately. I had to cut back in some areas, which I've always cut back, but I had to cut back a little more and I had to get very intentional with every dollar. And I always talk about knowing what job that dollar is to do. I'm even more intentional right now with what's happening in my household. And side hustles, I always talk about it. I have friends who do it, and now I'm actually stepping out of my comfort zone and doing side hustle. So I'm exploring online income streams that I can start quickly. Like I already talked about reselling. I already have sold some of my digital products that I have on my website based through my channel, Dee-Lightful Wealth Creation. And I will be working on more things that can really help us during this time, during this economy, to really give encouragement and some strategies on how to be able to stay afloat and survive and get multiple streams of income. So I will be working on that as well. And if you're interested in anything that you want me to research and create a digital product for it, please share it in the comments below. And I'm also focusing on mindset shift. I really had to go through that these past couple of weeks that I stayed offline, did a lot of prayer, a lot of reading my Bible and just talking to God and just researching, watching other YouTube channels and podcasts, reading more books just to get a mindset shift. This was the hardest part. At first, I won't lie, at first I panicked just a little bit. I felt a little depressed, but I had to pray. Like I said, I trust God and remind myself that He has brought me and my family through before, and He will do it again. We have been at rock bottom, and He has really helped us many times, and I trust that He will carry me through this, and I trust He'll carry you through as well. So instead of seeing this as defeat, I'm choosing to treat this as a wake-up call. The job that I thought I could always count on, the profession, the sector of healthcare sector that I thought I could always count on is no longer stable. And I know some of you watching have gone through the same thing, whether it's job loss, reduced hours, or just the rising costs, the inflation, the cost of housing, the cost of groceries, and it's eating away at your paycheck. This journey is not a straight line. There are ups, there's downs, and unexpected turns, but even when the plan changes, you can still move forward, and I am determined to move forward. If you're watching this video and you've been hit with job loss, reduced hours, or any kind of income drop or setback, I want you to hear this. You are not alone. I say that a lot on this channel. You're not alone. A lot of times when we're in our problems or we're in our struggles, we're thinking we're the only one facing it. You're not alone. I'm walking through this as well. And I believe it is still possible to become financially stable even in difficult times. Usually during difficult times, wealthy people become even wealthier. So it may not happen overnight, but one decision, one step, one extra dollar saved or earned at a time, it adds up. So here's what I'd love. I'd love for you to drop a comment below and tell me what's your biggest financial challenge right now and what steps you are taking to rise above it. Your story could be the encouragement that another woman needs to hear today that can really pull them out of that depression that I was going through for 2 weeks. And let's make a real community where we share ideas, not just the struggles. And I'm not saying for you not to share your struggles. I want you to share the struggle because someone else may be going through it. And then let's give some solutions. Let's give some encouragement and some ideas of how to get out of the struggle so that we can help each other. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and definitely share it with another woman who may need hope on her financial journey. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, the path to financial freedom, it isn't perfect, but it's possible. Keep pressing forward, keep trusting in God, keep building, and one step, one choice, one day at a time. I'll see you in the next video.